recommend a whole foods plant-based diet to my patients, they will often ask me, well, is that a vegan diet? And they're similar, but there are some differences. Vegan diets solely work to eliminate all animal foods and products, proteins, and they may also include processed foods that have sugar or salt in them, and preservatives and oils and fats. And a whole foods plant-based diet actually allows for 10% of the diet to be animal protein or animal foods. And that is because of a research that was done in China. And if you want to read about it, it's in the book called The China Study. And I'll talk about that book later. So that's where that recommendation comes from. The other thing about the whole foods plant-based diet is that while you try to follow it, you're choosing to select foods that are that are nutritionally dense and low in calories. So you're looking for that ratio of the most nutrition you can get from the least amount of calories ingested. And that is when you select foods that are more closer to the ground, the farm, and farther from the factory. And the benefit of eating whole foods rather than processed foods is that whole foods don't have preservatives or chemical compounds to help them stay fresher on the shelf. And after a brain injury, that's like the last thing you want is to be ingesting additional chemicals when your blood-brain barrier isn't working so well and your immune system and the brain are working really hard to get rid of the dead cells and the chemicals and things that are in the wrong places and spaces after a brain injury. And the other thing about eating more closer to the ground is you're going to be eating, more fresh vegetables or fruit, beans, whole grain, breads and pastas. And those are super high in nutrients and what we also know as antioxidants. And antioxidants are helpful in decreasing the damage of free radicals. And I talked about this earlier that after a brain injury, there is an increased level, a toxic level of free radicals. So if you can ingest a nutritious diet filled with antioxidants, then you're supporting your brain in its healing.